So we are done with the integrations till yesterday. Okay, today we'll move on to the new topic, which is HCM, Human Capital Management Technical Role, which is HDL. Okay, HDL data loader and spreadsheet data loaders. We have two data loaders would be available. The HCM spreadsheet data loader, it's a kind of ADF BI, and HDL data loader, that is metadata data loader. By using these two loaders, you can import the data to your Fusion application, which is related to employees information. Okay, here employees information is nothing but employee details, person names, person emails, and person work relationships, work terms and assignments, national identifiers, person genders, and person phones, person addresses. Okay, and assignment, the person supervisors and person extra information, whichever like DFF and EAT's information. You can load these all information to your Fusion application with help of these two spreadsheet data loaders. Okay, now before that, we'll see how to create an employee in our Fusion application. So in order to create an employee, you need to assign HR specialist job role and HR manager job role, I guess. These two job roles you need to add to the user so that you will get an access for your HCM application access. This is my team, my team or my profile. Yeah, sorry, my workforce management. Here you can see the person management and new person. Just click on the new person here in order to create an employee. So in the Fusion application, we do have two kind of employees would be available in general scenario: permanent and contract employees. Permanent and contract employees. Permanent employees we can represent with an employee, and contract employee we can represent with a contingent worker. Contingent worker is nothing but it's a contract employee, whereas permanent employee is nothing but it's an employee. So here the same way here, add a contingent worker, add a pending worker, add a non-worker. So you can forget about the rest of the, this is contingent worker, this is an hire an employee is nothing but it's a permanent employee. Just click on hire an employee. So here hire action, just use hire, new hire, and the legal employer you can select anyone. This is my legal employer, and no legislative data associated. This is my legal employer, generate automatically. The last name something 11. Test. Title is something Mr. and gender is male, and date of birth is something 9/8. Okay, and if you want to add national identifiers, you can add here. Just this is identification information. Just click on the next for add person information. So here I need an address here, something 91. This is United States address, zip code. So something we need to enter the zip code from here. Just try to search it. Geography, something. How can you find here? You can select anyone, zip code. So this is my city, this is my state. Okay. Now, if you want to add any phone details, just you can add the personal details here, phone, emails, legislative information, whichever you want, you can add here. Something home phone, country is India. Oh, 91. This is India 91, and you can enter the phone number. Okay, so this is my phone number. If you want to add any information, you can add marriage status is single, and so on. So if you have any details, you can add. This is personal information. Just click on the next for employment information. So what is his employment? So this is your employment information here. Assignment, job, position, grades. If you want, you can add anything. This is active payroll eligible is nothing but this employee can contain payroll details, nothing but salary details. Here, if you want to add any manager details, you can add the manager details for your employee. If I don't want any manager details right away, just you can delete the same. This is your employment information. Here, there is a way to select business unit. It's a business unit you can select. For which business unit this employee will assign to. So this is something business unit. Just click on the next. This is my person ID is already enabled here. Person number. And this is compensation, other information. If you want to add any salary details, you can add. As of now, you can skip. Just try to submit the process. Now the employee is successfully creating in your application with the following details. So here, just click on again the dashboard. So here, if you want to search the employee, just person management, click on person number. So you can see this is my person details. It's the same. You can see first you will see the employment details here. When you open a person, this is your employment information. Okay. So if you want to see your person information, Person related, just person and employment. This is a person relation, person information. So you can see person related information here. Okay, is a person. Just we have been added address and phone. And if you want to see work relationship, when the work relationship is started, here there is a work relationship. Just you can select the same. This is work relationship when it is started, so on so date. And if you want to see whether the payroll is assigned or not for this employee, this is a payroll relationship with the payroll. Just click on the payroll relationships. So here the payroll is not yet assigned here. If you want to add the payroll, just you can add the payroll here. Just click on the payroll and you can add the payroll here. So there is no payrolls are created here. So just close it. The same way, if you want to go for salaries, if you want to see the salary information, just click on the change salary or view compensation history. You can see the salary information. This is salary. As of now, salary is not added here. If you added the salary history, you can see here. Okay. So this is how you can create an employee. Now we'll try to load the data. So before creating any employee, or before importing any employee from any third-party application, let's assume our source system is e-business suite. From EBS system, I'm trying to import my employee information to the Fusion application. Client wants to upgrade the same. Client is requesting to upgrade from ER12 to Fusion application. The moment we need to import all your employee information to the Fusion application, right? So first, when you import any employee information, the prerequisite is first you need to import the work structures. First, you need to import the work structures. Here, work structures is nothing but jobs, locations, grades, positions, and organizations. These are and departments. Organization department would be same. Job, organization or department, and the locations. These are the prerequisites in order to load any employee to the Fusion application. So before and rest of this, there are some configurations would be there. Those would be taken care by your HCM functional consultant. Our technical job is first you need to import the work structures, jobs, locations, and departments. Okay. Once these three would be available in the application, then after you can import your data, which is employee information, whichever entity is required. So in our case, I can say here I'm using one of the keyword entity, person entity. So here person entity is nothing but here person entity is nothing but work relationship is one of the entity. And assignment information is one of the entity. Assignment is associated with the work terms. That is also one of the entity. So this employment screen, you have three entities: work relationship, work terms, and assignment details. Assign these three entities along with this manager entity. So nothing but supervisor. This is also one of the entity. So by using four entities, you can import the data for this screen. In the same way, when you go to the person, this is a person. Here you have n number of entities. Person name and address. Person name is one entity, address is one entity. National identifiers is one entity, and biographical info is one entity. Legislative information one entity. E-phone one entity. Email one entity. Ethnicity is one entity. Okay. The way you can try to import the each and every entity information from your legacy system through your target system. Getting? Now we'll first see the work structures, how to load the work structures to the Fusion application, how to load the job, location, and grades. For that, data loaders will come into picture. Spreadsheet data loader or your HDL metadata loader. Now, spreadsheet data loader is nothing but ADFBA enabled macro sheet. Okay, same as our correct import journals. In the My Workforce Management, there is the option data exchange. This is especially dedicated to load the data into your Fusion application. Data exchange, inbound and outbound, you can satisfy with help of data exchange. And here there is a workforce structures would be available here. Workforce structures. Here you can find all your setups against your HCM application, which is a major setups like jobs, locations, positions, and grades, and these locations and legal entities. You can find a couple of tasks related to your HCM application. The same task would be available to setup and maintenance, but Oracle has provided a separate provision for us to see these tasks in the workforce structures. These are HCM application dedicated work structures. Now just click on the manage job. If I want to see the jobs, just click on the manage jobs. So here I'm trying to create one job. This is job set is nothing but again reference data sets will come into picture here. Common set is nothing but if you create any job with a common set, then this job can be applicable for any business unit. If you use something 15 sales reference data set, this is belongs to 15 sales business unit only. Okay. So this is common set I'm using. Job name GP11 software engineer. Or GP11 consultant. The code also I'm trying to maintain the same. Just click on the next, and the start date is 19/11/1951. So always the start date will be same by default. That is. Just click on the next and submit. Now search with GP11. GP11, right? What's the name we are given today? GP11 only. Why we are not able to see? Not sure. Okay. You can see the jobs like that when you create the job. Now, if you have bulk jobs in your legacy system, you have around 500,000 jobs would be available. So we need to import those 500 jobs to our Fusion application. So how? One or two jobs, nothing but we can create as a manual like this. If you have bulk data, 500 jobs, 500 locations, and 500 departments would be there. So how will you load this data is nothing but this data loaders will come into picture, which is inbound pattern. Okay, when you're loading the data to the Fusion application is nothing but that is called inbound interface, nothing but inbound pattern. These inbound pattern you can achieve with help of data loaders. Here data loaders are two types. HCM data loader and your spreadsheet data loader. Okay. Now Just navigate to the data exchange. This is a data exchange. So here you can find HCM data loader, HCM spreadsheet data loader, and HCM extracts for outbounds. Especially HCM extract is nothing but for outbounds, and payroll information and something configurations. So mostly in real time, we can go for HCM data loader and spreadsheet data loader. And this HCM extract is very rare cases. Instead of this, we can use directly BAP reports. Now, first we'll see spreadsheet data loader. All in the real time, you can go always for work structures load with help of spreadsheet data loader. Whereas employee information, you can go for HCM data loader. Since we do have n number of entities for an employee. Whereas for work structures, we have single entity. Job is one entity, location is one entity, department is one entity. Okay. Now, this is my HCM spreadsheet data loader. Just go to the spreadsheet templates. We'll see what are the options we do have here. Let's navigate to the recent spreadsheet or just select the run spreadsheet data loader. Now here, just search with the job. So here you can see all your jobs related templates should be available here. Job family, job RVC, job family, and job 11. So here you can see some customized templates as well as standard template. Whichever starts with aura prefix your job code, whichever starts with prefix aura, that is belongs to your standard template. Okay, this is my job. In order to import the job by using this template, and this can support the action is create and update. Just click on the job. It will download a template to the local machine. ADF DA template to the local machine. Just try to open the same. Try to enable and try to connect your Fusion application. You are able to connect to the following application URL. Just click on yes. Just try to sign in. Now it will enable this sheet related menu option here. This spreadsheet loader. Okay. Now, in order to push the data to the application with this spreadsheet, first you need to create a data set. There is option to create the data set here. Just click on the create data set. Just click on OK. So it will create for us. This data set is created. By using this data set, you can push the data to the application from this spreadsheet. Now, my effective start date. In order to create the job, these are my job columns. All these are my job columns. Now you can fulfill the data here and try to import the data to the application. Now, effective start date. So I'm trying to select today's date, and effective end date is not required. Job code something GP11 SC1 or software engineer 1, and set code is LOV. Just try to double click and select the common set. This is a mandatory information in order to create the data. This is a common set, and the same information for the job code you can paste here. And active status is active. I'm trying to create this record with an active status. Whichever, wherever mandatory information is there, just we are populated the same here. Active status, name, set code, and job code, and followed by effective start date. Once you fulfill the data, here there is a changed symbol can be updated against your record. Nothing but when it is showing the symbol like that, there is a data is updated on your row. Okay. Now it's time to process your data to the application. Okay. Just click on more and upload. More and upload. So the data can be uploaded to the application. Just click on OK. Row inserted successfully. Just click on OK. Now, once you submitted this upload option, go to the same here. Here the data exchange. Once you submit the data set from your spreadsheet, just navigate to the HCM data loader. Here there is a import and load data option would be there. Just click on the same. You can find the complete statistics here against your import run. So this is my data set, something job 2021, 10/1 today's date 2/59/38. Same here. This is my data set. For this data set, I have this data. Same it is trying to import here. So here you have a couple of aspects you can see here. Import status, load status. Import status, load status difference is nothing but import status always it will verify the syntax check. If any syntax issues are there, it will throw an error. Load status is nothing but if any prerequisites are not available. For example, you are selected as a common set. If the common set is not created in your application, it will throw an error. This is related to data issues. So mostly you won't see any issues from your when you import the data from spreadsheet data loader. Since the spreadsheet data loader itself validates the data. Okay. So when you will get these errors, nothing but when you import the data by using metadata data loader, that is complete manual work. The moment it will validate your data. So you can here you can see the import success, load success, how many load, how many fail. You can see the complete statistics. Always it can support partial import data. Okay. Just try to refresh. Now this is import success 100%, the load success 100%. So this job is successfully imported to the application. Now try to verify the job. This is workforce structures and manage jobs. 11. This is my software engineer one, which we are imported from spreadsheet data loader. Okay. Any doubts, any clarifications here regarding the process wise as of now? So far, any doubts, anyone? It's clear the process wise for everyone. Shwini, Vishal, Nikhil, Lagan, Prakash, Raj.
Hello, Vijay.
Yeah, Vishal.
I have one question. Which add the role?
Role HR specialist and HR specialist something HR manager role. Just you can Google it, you will get it.
HR specialist.
Yeah, HR specialist job role and HR manager job role.
Okay. Okay.
So anybody have any questions? This spreadsheet data load, is everyone clear? The process wise. Ashwini.
Vijay, I have another question.
Yes.
There are two types of data loaders. So first is import data loader, and second is Just
Spreadsheet
simple
data loader and HCM data loader.
spreadsheet data loader. So it is a mandatory to directly second step, the spreadsheet, download the spreadsheet and import the data loader.
Yes, you can download the spreadsheets directly from your system and you can load the data.
Yes, okay.
Now, so as of now, you are import the data for only one record. Okay. Again, there's a catch. I have 500 jobs. I have 500 jobs. So how can I import these 500 records through spreadsheet data loader? So before that, just you can verify this data set status. Just copy this data set and search in the search data set here. So this is 259.38, or you can paste it. This is my data set and try to search it. You can get the status here. So here the load is successful. The execution status, we will find the load is successful. The supported action is create and update. You can create the data or you can update the data by using this sheet. Okay. Now, how can you load the bulk data? So in order to load the bulk data, there is option import file. There is an option you have import file. By using this import file, you can load your bulk data into this sheet. In a CSV file, you can load, in a CSV file, you can maintain all your bulk data and give a reference of your CSV file, comma separated values, and select the file and import the data to this sheet. So how will you maintain the data in CSV is nothing but that is now we'll see. For that, first we need to create a customized template with our respective columns. We need to create a customized template with our respective attributes or columns for our job creation. Okay. So for that, here spreadsheet templates. Just click on the create. Just you can create your own spreadsheet template. GP11 job. The business object is job and keep everything is same. Just click on OK. Now here your selected business object is job. Now you can see the job related attributes here. Just click on, go to the design. So here, these are job related attributes here. These are job related attributes. So here, whichever you require, just you can add into your selected list. So what are the information we need? We need effective start date and job code, set code, name, and active status. The information we need. The same here. This is my active status. Just select. So active status is a combination of job code and set code. Just click on OK. So it will import these three columns to your selected list. Job code, active status, effective start date, set code is a combination of active status. Okay, when you select any one of these columns from your select available attributes, it will try to select all these columns, which are the combination. So apart from this, we need name. This is name. So it's saying it's a mandatory. There is a mandatory symbol would be there here. This is new. Just click on selected list. This is name. Now these are the attributes required in order to create my job. There is a reorder option is available here. Just try to reorder it as per our convenience. So first I'm trying to use effective start date and next set code, next job name, job code, and active status. This is my sequence. Just click on OK and validate it. The template is valid and try to save it. Save and close. Now the GP11 job is successfully created. Okay. Now there is a right side, you can see the drop down and the actions. You can click on download CSV template. Just click on the same. Download CSV template. So it will download one of the CSV template. Just open the same. So this is my CSV template followed by your columns. Job, effective start date, set code, name, job code, active status. So my effective start date is something 2020 followed by 0101. Set code is common. Job name is GP11 job 1. And set code is the same. Sorry, job code. Active status is active. Just try to copy paste bulk data. Okay. Now you can change the same here. This is job 2. This is job 3. This is job 4. This is job 5. Okay. The status is active. Status. So this is my data. Nothing but if you have 500 records, you need to extract the data in this fashion, which is a comma separated. You need to extract the data which is comma separated from your tables and try to import the data to your ADFDA template. Now we are ready with your template. Now open your ADFDA template and create one more data set here in order to import the data. Just click on OK. It will vanish or it will remove all your data here. Now import the file. Which is comma separated. Select the file. This is my GP11 job.csv. Just click on OK. So it will try to import the data. Now it will try to import the data to your ADFDA template here. It will validate the data. If any errors are there, it will throw the errors. Now there are errors. Here the format of the value 20200101 invalid for the attribute effective start date. Specify the value in the format of something YYY/MM/TD. You need to maintain this format. Okay. Just try to change the format. So this is my format YYYMMDD. Now try to upload the same. So what you will do again, you need to clear the data. Just clear all the data. So again, it will connect to the application. Okay. Create a data set. And import the file. Just click on OK. Now it will try to import the file to your ADFDA templates. Now you can see the ready to process, effective start date, job code, set code, name, and active status. Okay. Now upload progress is ready to process. Now just try to more and try to upload it. Just click on OK. Now just navigate to the application. Just try to refresh here in the data exchange in the import and load data. The data set can be submitted here in order to import the data to the application. Now it will validate the data. If everything looks good, it will insert the data into the base tables. So total lines are 5 since we have 5 records in our CSV file. Now the import status is 100%. There is no issue with any syntax issues. Now the load success also become 100%. Now you are successfully imported all the data to your application. Okay. Now you can verify the same here, GP11. Just try to search. So these are all your jobs. Bulk data you are trying to load in a single iteration. The way you can load bulk data for work structures. The way you can go for jobs, locations, rates, departments, and positions. Getting? Okay. Now this is spreadsheet data loader. The same data we can load with help of another data loader, which is metadata data loader. Okay. For that metadata loader, here you can navigate to view business objects, HCM data loader. Just go to the view business objects. That is complete metadata. So here you can search with your business object job. This is my job. Now this is my job related attributes. I can see here. This is job attributes. This is complete my job attribute. Whichever you have seen in your spreadsheet selected attribute, the same way here also you can see that the attributes for HCM data loader. Nothing but metadata data loader. Now you need to construct your metadata like this. First metadata. First you need to provide a structure. Metadata followed by source system owner and source system. There is a source system columns would be available to source system. These are the two common for your any data loader, source system ID and source system owner. These are two common for any metadata structure. This is a source system ID. These two common and followed by your business object attributes. Metadata always represent your structure. What are the attributes you are going to use in order to load your business object? In our case, our business object is job. Now you can add your job related attributes here. So what are the job related attributes? Something effective start date. This is my effective start date and followed by job code, job name, and the status and set code. This is job code and followed by set code and followed by active status followed by just I'm focusing on mandatory attributes. So in your example, in your practice, you may populate some other information, whichever is required for us. And this is job name. So this is job attributes in order to load the job. Okay. Now, just make as a sequence job name. So all the data can be separated, which is delimited, pipe separated. This is constant and this is default behavior. It won't accept other than pipe delimited. Okay. Now this is my structure. Now it's time to prepare the data. For the metadata, always you can use merge keyword. Merge is nothing but it can support create and update. So how will you know it's a create and update is nothing but here in the component details, you can say it will support create and update only. Create and update is nothing but merge keyword. Merge can support create and update. The source system owner is nothing but from which legacy system you are trying to load the data. So in my case, I have created source system owner as EBS. So always this value would be constant for all the business entities. This will create by your functional team. Okay, source system owner. And source system ID is nothing but one of the unique key. One of the unique key, nothing the primary key of this record. A unique value, the primary key value for this record. Always you need to maintain a unique value for source system ID for each record. And effective start date and 2020 0101 and job code something GP11 associate, job name also same, and set code which is common, and active status is A. This is my data. Now you can copy paste the same. This is associate 1, 2, 3, 4. And here also you can maintain the same. 1, I'm trying to load bulk data. 2, 3, and 4. And you can change the primary keys as well for each record. The other unique value for each record.
G spelling for metadata. 1D is extra.
Metadata. Now you can save this file in a extension DAT, DET, DAT. So how will you know that here it will say for your business object job, what is your extension name is nothing but file name you need to change in this format, job.dat. The file discriminator is job. So what is the file discriminator job here? You need to add a discriminator here. This is job. This is my discriminator metadata job followed by the same. The same you can add here. My discriminator. So this is my discriminator, and you can save with dat file, job.dat. Job.dat. This is my dat file is ready. Once your dat file is ready, okay, you need to zip this file. The zip file name can be anything, but your dat file name would be same as like this, followed by discriminator. Okay. Now, once you done with your file, just try to import the file here. This is complete manual process. Choose the file and select your zip file and try to submit. Click on OK. So it will try to submit the file into UCM server. From UCM server, it will try to process the same. Job.zip file can be submitted. It will process. So the way you need to extract the data from your tables, which is pipe separated. Okay. Need to extract the data which is pipe separated, and you can create your metadata structure and followed by the data. Whichever attributes required, just you need to keep maintain the same in your metadata structure. So the import success is 100%. There is no issues. So if you want to update the data, for example, this is successfully imported. If you want to update the data, you can update the data for these codes, job name and job code, and do not change this source ID, source system ID. It will try to update the data for the same source system ID. The way it will allows for an update. If you try to change this key, it will treat as a new record. If you want to update the same data for the same record, just source system ID would be same and try to update the data for your business object so that it will try to update the data. Now this is successfully imported. You see here, GP11 associates. Okay. So this is all about data loaders. Now, if you want to update some data or just try to remove active status, I'm trying to remove, and there is a common set code also I'm trying to remove, and try to save the same and reiterate the process. Just delete zip file, negative scenario, import and load data, import the file. Now it will verify the first import status, whether the metadata structure columns and your data columns would be same or not. If it is not same, it will throw an error. Okay, so it is accepting the data. It is accepting there is no issues. Since there is no issue with your metadata structure and the lines, only data is missing. Now we'll see whether it is allowing or not to create your, allowing to import the data or not. Okay, it will still allowing since we are using the same keywords, same source system IDs. The reason it's allowing your data. Try to search it. You can see the same data here. Nothing is changed. Okay. If you remove something, pipe here. Now this here you have 10 columns. Now here you have only 9 columns. If you remove one pipe, so you will get an error. So and so this record has an issue. So this it will omit this record and it will try to process these 4 records. Okay. Next iteration, just correct this data and try to process all the records, no issues. Since we are not changing any keys, it will try to keep on update the data if the data is already available. Until unless if you not change the primary keys. If you change the primary key, it will create a new data. Okay. So this is all about data loader and spreadsheet data loader. Tomorrow we'll see how to work on employee data loader, how to create an employee with all employee business entities. Okay, that is one of the bigger file. Tomorrow we'll see the same. Okay, that's it for today. Before closing, any doubts, any